Summer is one of the most dangerous seasons for your car. Last year alone, American Automobile Association responded to more than 30 million roadside calls. The crazy part is that most breakdowns do not happen because your vehicle is old. They happen when drivers overlook a few simple checks that only take minutes. By the end of this video, you'll discover 11 summer mistakes. These errors can lead to overheating, blowouts, and pricey repairs. Let's dive in. Number 11. Tire blowouts. We are starting with the scariest one on the list, because summer is blowout season and most drivers have no idea why. Here is the science. Heat makes the air inside your tire expand, and it also softens the rubber compound itself. Combine that with a tire that is already low on air, already worn, or already a few years old, and you have got a sidewall that is flexing way more than it should. That flexing builds internal heat on top of the heat already coming off the road, and that is exactly how tread separation happens at highway speed. A blowout on the interstate is not a $50 problem. It is a potential accident, a totaled bumper, a busted wheel well, and in the worst case, a trip to the hospital. Even a clean blowout with no accident will run you a new tire, mounting and balancing, usually $200 or more depending on your vehicle. Here's the $0 fix. Check your tire pressure once a month with a cheap gauge from any auto parts store, and check it in the morning before the sun heats the asphalt. Do the penny test on your tread, and flip the tire over to check the 4-digit date code stamped near the sidewall. Any tire older than 6 years gets replaced no matter how much tread is left, because the rubber itself is breaking down from the inside. And do not overload the trunk for that road trip. Extra weight plus extra heat is a bad combination for old rubber. But this is not even the mistake that costs drivers the most money this summer. That one is coming up, and it involves the one system everybody cranks the second they get in the car. Number 10. Air conditioning problems. Summer is when your AC either proves itself or completely embarrasses you, and most of the damage happens long before it ever quits on you. Here is what is really going on under the dash. Your AC system uses refrigerant in a sealed loop. Even a small leak at a hose fitting can make the compressor work harder to produce cold air. The extra strain damages the compressor clutch. Also, a clogged condenser collects bugs and grime, which stops the system from shedding heat properly. Ignore weak airflow long enough and you are not looking at a simple recharge anymore. A basic recharge with a leak check runs about $200 to $600. If you replace the compressor, expect to pay between $800 and $1,500. Luxury brands can cost even more. The fix is simple. Run your AC for at least 10 minutes a week, even in the dead of winter, because that keeps the internal seals lubricated and moving. Swap your cabin air filter yourself. It is usually behind the glove box and costs under $20. Take a flashlight to your hose fittings looking for an oily residue, which is the classic sign of a slow refrigerant leak. Catch that early and you just saved yourself a $1,000 compressor job. Now here is a habit that is not about your AC directly, but it is hitting your fuel system right now without you even noticing. Number 9. Fuel system issues. Nobody thinks about their fuel system until it fails, and summer heat is exactly when it starts breaking down. Heat causes gasoline to expand and evaporate more quickly. This puts extra pressure on your evaporative emission system and the charcoal canister, which is meant to trap those vapor fumes. Running your tank low in summer makes your fuel pump work harder. It relies on gasoline for cooling, just like a swimmer needs water. Run it low and hot at the same time, and you are cutting that pump's lifespan in half. A fuel pump replacement typically runs $400 to $800. An evap system repair, including a new charcoal canister, can run $200 to $400 on top of that. The fix costs nothing. Keep your tank above a quarter during summer. Fill up in the morning or evening when it's cooler. This helps reduce vapor pressure in your tank and at the pump. Do not top off past the click either. That extra fuel has nowhere to expand once the heat hits it. Real quick before we get to the next one, if you're new here, this channel exists to keep dealers and quick lube shops from picking your pocket. So if any of this is saving you money already, tap that subscribe button. It costs you nothing and it keeps more of these coming. All right, let us get back under the hood, because the next mistake is one that almost every driver grew up believing was the right way to start a car. Number 8. Warming up the car incorrectly. Your dad probably taught you to let the car idle for 5 or 10 minutes before driving off. And in the summer, that habit is doing more harm than good. Here is why. Your engine warms up faster when you drive gently than when it idles in your driveway. Idling too long causes unburned fuel to seep past the piston rings. This thins your oil. In summer heat, idling makes your catalytic converter run hotter for longer. This speeds up carbon buildup on your valves and injectors. A full intake and fuel system cleaning to fix that carbon buildup can run $300 to $800. The fix, 30 seconds to a minute, is all your engine needs. Then drive off gently for the first 5 minutes. That warms everything up faster, keeps your oil cleaner, and saves you gas at the same time. Old habits die hard, but this one is costing you real money every single week. The next 2 mistakes stem from the same bad habit. If you drive a manual transmission, one of them is likely happening to you right now in traffic without you knowing. Number 7. Riding the clutch on hills. If you drive a manual and you live anywhere with hills, you have probably done this without thinking twice about it. It feels natural to keep the clutch partially engaged to prevent the car from rolling back on a hill. However, this causes constant friction on your clutch disc and pressure plate when they should stay apart. Friction creates heat. This heat glazes the clutch surface. It's similar to what happens to worn-out brake pads when they overheat. A clutch replacement is not cheap. Parts and labor usually land between $800 and $1,500 depending on your vehicle. The fix costs you nothing. Use your handbrake to hold the car on an incline instead of the clutch. Or if your car has hill hold assist, let the computer do the work for you. Your foot only touches that clutch pedal to change gears, never to babysit a hill. And that same bad habit shows up again in an even more common spot, one that happens at almost every red light. Number 6. Riding the clutch at red lights. Sitting at a red light with the clutch pedal partly pressed might seem like a time saver. You're ready to go the moment the light turns green. That partial engagement puts steady pressure on your throwout bearing. This small part is designed for brief contact, not for holding a load for 30 seconds. Do this at every single light, every single day, and that bearing wears out years before it should. Replacing a throwout bearing usually means you have to pull the transmission. So, labor costs can range from $500 to $900, while the part itself is quite cheap. The fix: shift to neutral and rest your foot flat on the floor at any light longer than a few seconds. Your knee will thank you too. Now here is one that seems completely harmless, and almost every driver does it without a second thought. Number 5. Resting your hand on the shifter. This one feels like nothing. You rest your hand on the shifter while cruising down the highway because it is comfortable and it feels natural. Even light pressure on the shifter affects your selector fork and synchronizer rings. These parts are designed for quick shifts, not for holding weight during a long drive. Think of it like leaving a brick sitting on your lawn. One day will not hurt the grass, but leave it there every day for a year and you have a permanent dent. Over time, this can cause rough shifting and grinding noises. In severe cases, the transmission might pop out of gear while driving on the highway. This is very dangerous. Fixing worn synchronizers or a shift fork requires opening the transmission. This repair often costs over $1,000. The fix costs nothing. Both hands on the wheel, and only touch the shifter when you are actually shifting. The next mistake happens in parking lots every single day, and it is the reason some drivers wake up to find their car somewhere it should not be. Number 4. Parking without pulling the handbrake. Shifting into park and walking away feels like the job is done, but the tiny part holding your entire car in place is smaller than you think. It is called the parking powel, a little metal lever inside your transmission that catches a gear to keep the car from rolling. It was never meant to support your vehicle's full weight alone. This is especially true on inclines or soft summer asphalt that can shift under the tires. Skip the handbrake often enough and that powel wears down, or in the worst case snaps completely, and your car can start rolling with nobody inside it. Fixing a broken parking powel involves opening the transmission. This repair usually costs between $600 and $1,200. If other parts are damaged, the cost can go up. The fix: stop the car, shift to neutral, pull the handbrake, then shift into park. That way your brakes hold the weight, not a small metal lever. This next one takes less than a second to do wrong, and it can cost you thousands in a single mistake. Number 3. Changing gear. while the car is still moving. Shifting from drive to reverse or putting it in park while rolling puts a sudden, heavy strain on your transmission. Hitting the park while moving makes the small parking pawl catch a spinning gear. This can bend or snap it right away instead of over time. Going from drive straight to reverse without stopping fully does something similar to your transmission bands, forcing them to reverse direction under load instead of at rest. This is not a slow wear issue. Documented repair bills from this exact mistake have run past $3,000 for a full transmission rebuild. The fix: come to a complete and full stop every single time before you change direction or shift into park. No exceptions, no shortcuts. Ending your drive the wrong way is just as costly, and this next one is something almost everybody does without thinking. Number 2, turning off the car before it is in park. Turning off the engine while the car is still in gear is rare in modern cars due to safety interlocks. However, it can still happen, especially in older vehicles or if those safety features fail. If your car is left in neutral without the parking brake engaged, it can drift in either direction on its own. Left in drive or reverse, it will only roll one way, but one way is all it takes on a hill or a sloped driveway. Shutting down while still engaged can strain the drivetrain. This might also impact the parking pawl we mentioned earlier, in addition to the rollaway risk. There is no dollar figure that covers the cost of a car rolling into traffic or into someone's garage door, and that is exactly the point. The fix: always confirm the park indicator is lit before you pull the key, and get in the habit of applying the handbrake as a backup every time. And now the single most common mistake on this entire list, one that happens in nearly every parking lot on a hot summer day. Number 1. Idling the car in drive for too long. This is the one. Sitting in a parking lot, the AC is blasting. Your phone charges while the engine runs in drive. You keep your foot on the brake, waiting for someone to head into the store. It feels harmless, but every minute of that idling is working against you in 3 separate ways. When your engine idles, it doesn't get hot enough to run efficiently. This means fuel doesn't burn all the way. As a result, unburned fuel can thin out your oil. That's why some drivers see their oil level rise instead of drop. Sitting in drive with your foot on the brake wears down your brake pads. This happens just like riding the brake in traffic. Third, running the AC and accessories while idling adds more electrical load. This puts extra strain on your alternator and battery. They already work harder in the summer heat. That mix causes carbon to build up on your valves and injectors. It leads to that cleaning job we talked about, which costs between $300 and $800. Plus, it shortens the life of a battery that should last for years. The fix: if you are going to be sitting for more than a minute, shift into park and either turn the engine off or let it idle in park, never sitting in drive with your foot buried in the brake pedal. That single habit change saves your brakes, your battery, and your oil all at the same time, and it costs you absolutely nothing. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your favorite tip or a clever summer car trick you've discovered. And if you want even more uses that most drivers have never heard of, watch our next video. Surprisingly effective WD-40 tricks dealers never want you to know. Just click the video on your screen or use the link in the description. Drive smart, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.